Hi, I'm Lynn from Kathy Quilts, and today I'm talking about our new bundle that we have. We call it the Pro Bundle because this includes everything that you would need to be able to start a long arm business. Gives you all the essentials without having a lot of extra accessories that you really aren't going to use. So climb aboard, let's go and we'll check these things out. And then in the end of the video, I'll kind of put it all together. So let's go. How many of us have had to try to stitch under a short arm machine like this? A domestic machine trying to quilt. It just doesn't give you a lot of room to do anything. Whereas this 21-inch throat machine, the QCT6 21X Elite, gives you tons of room. I know that there are longer arm machines out there, but most people don't have arms that are that long. And so when you try to start and quilt all the way back like that, if you have a really long machine, then you're not going to be able to reach back there. These handles do telescope though, so if you do have shorter arms, it allows you to quilt back there. Quickly, I want to go over what's in this bundle and why it's so awesome and why it's so helpful. The 21X Elite is the nicest machine that the Grace company sells. It moves around easily for being such a large machine. Has a really nice touch screen, so that's really awesome. This frame that the machine is on, this is called the Quilters Evolution Elite frame. So that means that it's a frame that's made that has rolling rails. So really nice. Now let's get to the accessories that we're throwing into the bundle. When you do a lot of quilting, you find you go through a lot of thread. This is a 5,500 yard cone of finesse thread from the Grace company. Really awesome thread, very low lint and works well. It's a polyester thread, so that means that it's going to hold up well in your quilt and it won't get brittle and break like cotton might. I know that that is a source of contention for a lot of people, but we've been quilting for over 30 years and never had a problem with polyester ruining a quilt. So with this bundle, you get 8 cones of the 5,500 yard cones of thread. So these will last a long time. These are colors that you'll use a ton. And if you have specific needs, there are smaller cones that you can get. But these are the ones that are included. Your machine comes with some bobbins and needles, but here's some extra that'll make it a lot nicer. Kathy and I like using the ruler foot that comes on this. Here's a ruler base. So if you're doing a ton of ruler work, then you can actually slide that on to your machine. But with the ruler, this is a 2x12 ruler that you get. You can see that it'll go all around this. Now, changing the hopping foot isn't hard, but we find that sometimes we just need to quickly do some quilting without putting that ruler foot, without putting the ruler base on. Just do a quick line and then we don't have to stop and swap out feet. Also, just while we're right here, you can see that when we stitch down just like a regular quilting. We don't use a basting stitch because we want to make sure that if the machine goes off our design onto the batting, so you have to pretend that this is actually batting, that when it goes back on, it won't catch. And so even with this edge where it's a little frayed, it'll just go on and off, and that works out really well. We have a video that kind of discusses that. This is the 3-piece hopping foot set. Has the ruler foot on it, and it also has a micro stippling foot and an open toe foot. We will always keep our ruler foot on there, just like I explained, but this is the set that it comes in with this bundle. Then last but not least is this light bar. Now you might not think that it's a big deal, but I'm filming this in the dark, so you turn that off and it makes quite a difference. It's daylight, so that's a really awesome feature, and we just don't quit without it. The purpose of this video isn't to show a complete tutorial on how to place the design and do all that. We have other videos for that. But what we want to get into is that with this setup, you have all the tools you need to be able to do a long arm business. What we found is that there's a lot of people out there right now that want edge-to-edge designs. So without all that much practice, you can learn how to pin a quilt on, how to get it all ready and then place your design, do all that. And that doesn't take that much training. And then you can be in business. We recommend that you do some practice way before you start trying to quilt for other people, just because you want to have a little confidence and understand exactly what you need to do, and you don't want to mess up their quilts. But we do have our Kathy Quilts University that you can follow along. You can learn what you need to learn and get that confidence that you need to become a professional quilter. And whether you actually are ever going to quilt for other people or not, that's not really the point. We'd like you to be able to quilt like a professional, even if you just are doing it for yourself, because you'll get more enjoyment out of it and you'll feel more confident. And also, we want you to focus on doing free motion quilting as well, because those quilters who can do the automated quilting and are really good at free motion quilting together, those are the ones that are always going to be busy. They're always going to have customers returning, and they're also going to have a lot of word of mouth. So that's why learning both, don't just focus on one or the other. Just you need to have a balance and do both of them. I told you that at the end of the video, I would tell you about some really awesome news. We had this bundle priced obscenely low. And the reason why is because it's more important to us that we can get people to be able to follow their dreams and be able to start their business. And we're willing to take a cut on that. We can't say what the price is in the video, but if you look in the description, then you'll be able to see. And that price also will not be on our website because it's below the allowed pricing. So the only way that you can get that is if you call us or if you email us, and a link will be in the description as well. So we hope that you'll be able to follow your dreams and be able to afford to quilt. It's a expensive hobby, but if you just do a few quilts a month, then you'll find that you'll be able to pay for your machine and be able to have all the fun quilting that you want. So again, follow those dreams and let's make something awesome.